Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. We'll get you caught up on what's going on around our area. First, in Fayetteville, another member of the Walton Arts Center's board of directors has resigned following the center's refusal to host drag events during Pride Week. The situation has led to some backlash from LGBTQ advocates, including a protest that happened over the weekend. In a letter of resignation, Shelley Simmons points to the message that the decision makes to the community, saying in part, quote, the decision to ask NWA Equality to host these events elsewhere when the WAC has hosted them without issue in previous years feels like the WAC is suddenly choosing to vilify both transgender bodies and the performance of drag. Now, in a separate statement released to us here at 5 News, the Walton Arts Center explained their decision, citing, quote, divisive political rhetoric surrounding the issue. And before we get to more of today's top stories, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. Zach, we're hoping for some sunshine today.
Yeah, and some of you may want a shower out there. Today's the best chance to get it. Outside of that, again, there's just no big organized storm system sweeping through. At times over the next 7 days, there could be a chance where we have just enough daytime heating, enough moisture to get an isolated shower or two going. But outside of that, if you don't get rain today, you're probably staying dry through Memorial Day weekend is what it looks like right now. Again, we've got that rain chance bumping up only around 30% as we get into the afternoon hours. And then after sunset, that rain chance is going to start to dive off as we'll look for quieter weather conditions to take over. We lose that daytime heating. Best chance for a shower hasn't changed since when we were talking to you yesterday. The best chances are across eastern Oklahoma. Just a little bit more lift, a little bit more moisture out towards the west. But again, if you're near the Arkansas-Oklahoma state line, you got a chance with that daytime heating. We could see a spotty shower or two get going. The further east you go, the lesser chance you're going to have for that shower or downpour. Again, not anticipating any severe weather. Could get some lightning out there, though, and some gusty winds. Temperature-wise, upper 70s, low 80s. Northwest Arkansas, Joe, low to mid 80s. In the River Valley, a little bit higher humidity than what we've had over the last few days.
Thanks so much, Zach. Well, it is set to be a busy Memorial Day weekend on the water across Arkansas. Whether you're planning to swim in pools, lakes, or rivers, experts are offering up some tips heading into the holiday weekend. The Game and Fish Keith Stevens says the #1 tip is to wear your life jacket on the water. Don't drink and drive, and that goes for people on kayaks and paddle boards too. If you don't know anything about the area you're in, they say go and talk to someone that has floated or guided these certain areas, or at least that can tell you about the area. Lastly, they say watch out for other boaters, especially during this busy holiday weekend. Well, Oklahoma is joining Arkansas and 47 other states in suing Avid Telecom, alleging the company made billions of illegal robocalls. The lawsuit claims between 2018 and 2023, Avid Telecom sent or tried to send more than 24.5 billion robocalls. The calls contain scams about the Social Security Administration, Medicare, auto warranties, and more. According to this complaint, Avid would sell phone numbers, data, and dialing software that enabled customers to make those mass robocalls. The lawsuit is a result of the work of a bipartisan anti-robocall multi-state litigation task force. And standardized testing is getting a major overhaul in Arkansas for the next school year. It's one of the updates in place because of the Arkansas Learns Act. For the past 7 years, the ACT Aspire test has been the standard for Arkansas students. But starting next school year, 3rd through 10th grade will take a new test called Atlas. State education leaders say changing the test aligns with the new curriculum standards.
When you're talking about improving student learning and outcomes, we have to act with urgency. We know that we can do better as a state. So we're moving away from a college and career readiness assessment into what we call a criterion referenced assessment.
Well, the plan is for students to start taking the test in spring of 2024. And a one-of-its-kind surgery making history right here in Arkansas. Medical experts say the first Arkansan and only the second person in the world has received a brand new innovative prosthetic hand. It was developed by researchers at the Institute for Integrative and Innovative Research. Experts say this prosthetic restores a meaningful sense of touch and grip force. The surgery happened at UAMS in Little Rock back in January. Since then, they have been learning to use the neural-enabled prosthesis at the U of A in Fayetteville as well. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Make sure you catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more. Have a great day.